Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. Change of scenery for a little bit. So, Indiana Jones is a, adventurer, archaeologist, college professor, and icon, shall we say. And the first three movies were excellent, for the most part. The fourth movie, not so much. And I'm not even going to bother to watch the fifth movie. So, it's easy to compare Indiana Jones to the Lego original character, Johnny Thunder. Because Johnny Thunder and Indiana Jones both wear hat, khaki shirt of some sort, like tan button-up shirt thing. And they're both adventurers. They find treasures, they fight weird enemies, and they both have sidekicks. It's easy to compare these two, but at the same time, does it feel like that Johnny Thunder is a ripoff of Indiana Jones? This is a question I thought about within the last month or so, or less. And I've been really stewing on this question for quite a while, and finally I want to make a video of it. So here we go. Is Johnny Thunder a ripoff of Indiana Jones? Y'all might probably know the immediate answer is no. Well, if you think about it, kind of. I mean, they're both adventurers. They both wear the iconic brown hat. They both have sidekicks, and they both go on adventures. They fight weird enemies. They find all kinds of treasures and do all sorts of things. The thing with Johnny Thunder is he's not a college professor. So is it really safe to call Johnny Thunder a ripoff of Indiana Jones? I don't think so. I think these are two completely different personalities, two completely different characters, while still being somewhat similar in some aspects, including the ones that I've already told you. Johnny Thunder was a pretty cool character. A classic character from the 2000s, back when Lego was doing the Orient Expedition sets. Those were pretty cool. I have no idea what happened to that little gold sword that I had. Because I had the set that gold sword was included with. I even had the balloon thing that is like that. It's an air balloon thing. You can carry passengers in. I had a number of Orient Expedition sets. I played some of the games, and I have nostalgia for that whole series. But I don't believe that Johnny Thunder and that whole thing was intending on ripping off Indiana Jones. It's not Indiana Jones clone in any way. It's just more inspired by Indiana Jones than anything else. Because what did Lego do when in 2008 they made Indiana Jones sets? Because Orient Expedition was not doing as well in the last year of its existence. It was successful enough. And then they pulled the plug on it. Because in 2008, we got Lego Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull sets. And, well, I got some of the sets, but, yeah. There was also some sets that are modeled after specific things from, or scenes or whatever, from the first three movies. Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Temple of Doom, and the Last Crusade. Yep. Indiana Jones, in the form of Lego, was in full swing. Then they canceled it. Bastards. Well, we got some Lego Indiana Jones video games. I didn't play them, because I didn't care. If you play those games, let me know in the comment section below. Clearly they weren't going to be as good as the Orient Expedition sets, because Johnny Thunder is a more original character. Well, okay. I like to believe that Indiana Jones is more mainstream than Johnny Thunder. Johnny Thunder is an original character, loosely inspired and based on Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones was eventually dropped in Lego version. And then they came back last year, I think, or the year before, I don't remember. Maybe it was last year. With 3 Indiana Jones sets, based on the first 3 movies. 1 for each movie. Now there was a 4th set, and there was some controversy over that remained unreleased. Why? Simple reason. Because that specific scene, one of the enemies was crushed by a giant roller and there was blood coming out of the conveyor belt thing. Wow. Talk about violence. Yeah, Lego didn't want to be, well, known for having that element in their Lego set. Now, there's obviously probably some more going on behind the scenes with that set, but this is what I believe. So, they didn't want their set to be associated with that violent scene in Temple of Doom. Simple enough, right? Still bullshit. Because it would have been nice to at least have the set in hand. And now it's a rarity. Now, there's probably not many of those in existence now. Lego, what the fuck. So, Indiana Jones. It was nice that they decided to give us 3 new sets for this... celebrating Indiana Jones, because the 5th movie was coming out last year. I won't be talking about the 5th movie because I don't fucking care. For me, the Indiana Jones saga concluded fairly well, actually, with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. He got married to, can't remember her name. Marion Ravenwood. And Williams was there too. Yes, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was kind of cringy sometimes, but still enjoyable action adventure film. So, whether you like it or not, it's still a decent film for the most part. Some of the dialogue is a bit weird, but hey. Johnny Thunder is not a ripoff of Indiana Jones. It's simply inspired by and based on Indiana Jones. It's easy to compare these two because they're both adventurers. They both find treasures. They both have allies, you know, sidekicks. They have enemies that are just stupid, to be honest. And for the most part, both Indiana Jones and Johnny Thunder are great adventurers. They kick a lot of ass. The problem with the funny thing about Indiana Jones is that he's afraid of snakes. Yeah, snakes. But with Johnny Thunder, even though he comes across snakes every now and then, I don't think he is afraid of snakes. In fact, pretty much everybody should be afraid of snakes unless you're a fan of snakes. Whatever. Have a basilisk in your house, for crying out loud. I don't know. There are certain characteristics that make Johnny Thunder more interesting than Indiana Jones, and vice versa, you know. It's kind of a double-edged sword, you know. You got Johnny Thunder, who has interesting characteristics and interesting, you know, plot development and stuff, story. Then on the other side, you've got Indiana Jones, who is way more popular and more well-known than Johnny Thunder. What more do I need to say? At the end of the day, what does it come down to? Well, I'd like to believe that Indiana Jones is better than Johnny Thunder, simply because he came first. I know that's a really lame argument and a real dumb one, but come on. Indiana Jones is iconic. There's no reason to, you know, prefer Johnny Thunder over Indiana Jones. Because Indiana Jones is more memorable of a character than Johnny Thunder. Johnny Thunder is halfway there in terms of memorability. What can I say? I like both. I do like both. The Orient Expedition sets, there's a lot of great stuff that came out of that franchise from LEGO. But I can't help but think and stay true to Indiana Jones, especially the first three movies. Those are iconic films for their age. I even have the books of the four movies that existed from Raiders of the Lost Ark to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. To be honest, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull the plot was sort of weird, but man, the ending of that movie was a fitting conclusion to the Indiana Jones live-action story. What more could they do? They couldn't. LEGO couldn't do much with Johnny Thunder any more than they already have. They tried including a new minifig of him, I guess, in the minifig packs, or was that the one guy with the weird hat? I don't remember. Point is, Johnny Thunder is not as memorable as Indiana Jones. But still. Sorry about that. So yeah, Johnny Thunder, while not as memorable as Indiana Jones, still a pretty cool character. I do like the Orient Expedition sets, the story, the games. I have particular nostalgia for this one game. I can't remember what it's called, but basically, you start at it's like a platform of some sort. Like you start at one area, then you go up. It's like a platforming maze of some sort. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comment section below. I don't remember the name of the fucking game, But I have direct nostalgia for that game, particular nostalgia for that particular game. Now, while I'm not going to check out the new Indiana Jones film from last year, I do wish I do appreciate the legacy of Harrison Ford and his character, Indiana Jones. I can see if Johnny Thunder makes a comeback in a live action, or no, in a Lego Orient Expedition film. If they do that or not, they probably won't. But I can see Harrison Ford playing as Johnny Thunder. That would be fucking cool, actually. I mean, seriously. So, that's all I have for y'all for this video. Stay tuned for more videos. And yeah, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.